more like the Fantastic Four. Get it? Because the movie's ass. That's not a funny joke whatsoever. So, the Fantastic Four First Steps is, I think for most people, the most anticipated Marvel movie of the year. That being said, I can't say that I've really cared much about it. And the main reason for that is I just don't care about the Fantastic Four. Never read the comics, never watched any of the cartoons. I watched the old movies. At least I watched like the ones with Chris Evans. And I unfortunately also watched the one in 2015. And I just never really thought much of these characters. That being said, I was definitely interested in this movie based off of the trailers. I was like, okay, this like retro futuristic aesthetic. I really dig this. It's not in the mainline MCU universe, so I don't have to deal with the baggage of the mediocrity that is modern MCU. Okay, I mean that it could be somewhat of a fresh start. That sounds interesting for sure. So I was going into this movie with some optimism, and I gotta say, coming out of it, it is really solid. It is the first MCU movie. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I thought Thunderbolts was a very good movie as well. But I don't know. It is the first MCU movie that truly just felt like this is a really solid movie and there's literally zero baggage attached to it. Because even though I thought Thunderbolts was fantastic, I don't know that if you didn't watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier, if you didn't watch Black Widow, if you didn't watch Hawkeye, if you didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp, if you don't necessarily know who those characters are before going into the movie, are you going to necessarily like that movie as much as someone like me? Whereas when it comes to the Fantastic Four, you could absolutely just jump into this movie and it totally stands on its own. It's the kind of movie that truly does just breathe some new life into the MCU. Let's get started with some of the characters here, right? Mr. Fantastic, played by Pedro Pascal. This is where we just get into an area of like, I just don't really care as much about this as other fans, because I know leading up to the movie there was a lot of discourse around, oh, is Pedro Pascal right for Reed Richards? Does he capture the essence of Reed? I don't know or care about Reed Richards from the comic books. Reed Richards in the movie was a really great character, and Pedro Pascal was fantastic in the role. I know that there's also a group of people that are just kind of like Pedro Pascal'd out. They feel like he's in too many projects, and I don't know, man. Like, yes, is he in a lot of things? Sure, but has he ever phoned in a performance? The answer is no, and he's fantastic here. What's her face? Girl who plays the Invisible Woman? Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm. I think she's also great. Her and Pedro Pascal's relationship and the way that that manifests in the movie, I think is actually very interesting and definitely like the heartbeat of the movie, I would argue.